it's about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
The starting point of all achievement is desire. Keep this constantly in mind. Weak desires bring weak results, just as a small fire makes a small amount of heat. Without desire, there is no fire. The fire within can only come out when you really want it to. That's why the start of anything great is the moment that you decide you have to have it. That burning desire from within, that moment when you decide this is it, that is the start of something great. Do whatever you can to find that spark, to get that fire within burning. Patience, persistence, and perspiration make an unbeatable combination for success. Victory is always possible for the person who refuses to stop fighting. Nothing is over for the person who refuses to give up. There is no failure to the person who does not quit. There is only delayed success. If it isn't happening right away, do not quit. Have patience for the fact that it hasn't showed up yet, but impatience in working toward it. Persist, and it will eventually be yours. Strength and growth come only through continuous effort and struggle. Every adversity, every failure, every heartache carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. Most great people have attained their greatest success just one step beyond their greatest failure. Opportunity often comes disguised in the form of misfortune or temporary defeat. Most people strive for a life of little or no struggle. No one seeks pain or challenges, and nor should they. But that is precisely where growth lies, in the challenges and the struggle that come from pushing for what you really want in life. Those who refuse to go after what they truly want in life have failed by default. Sure, they might not have to suffer through setbacks. They won't have to live with the embarrassment of failure, but they will have to live with something much worse, and that is regret. If you're really pushing to become the very best version of yourself, there is going to be failure. There is going to be heartache, embarrassment, and everything in between. But if you refuse to quit, if you persist, not only will you succeed in getting your goal, but you will earn something much more valuable: pride and character. Pride and character only come from growth. Growth only comes from pushing yourself. You can't buy it. You have to earn it.
Let's play a game. How fast can you guess which famous person I'm drawing?
Tell me how you use your spare time and how you spend your money, and I will tell you where and what you will be in 10 years from now. How can you tell what your future will look like? Have a look at your daily habits. If they are strong, your future will be strong. If they are designed to move you toward a life you want, you will move toward a life you want. If they are not, you won't. You have to be intentional about how you spend your time and your money. Create a plan of daily action that will over time lead to strong habits, habits that will move you closer to your goals. A goal is a dream with a deadline. Goals are great, but without deadlines, they are wishes, hopes, dreams. Dreams can only come true if you get serious about them. And the first step to getting serious about your goals is to set a deadline for when you must achieve it. It should be difficult enough to reach to get you moving immediately, but realistic enough to attain. It should be a struggle to attain it, but not impossible. Another way of saying it is, the person you are right now should not be able to achieve it. You will have to grow into someone else entirely by pushing yourself in a positive way to make sure it's achieved. That is a goal. When defeat comes, accept it as a signal that your plans are not sound. Rebuild those plans and set sail once more toward your coveted goal. Defeat comes to all of us. Most of us give up. Don't be like most. When temporary defeat visits you, take responsibility. What can you do better? How can you use the failure as a lesson? How can your plan or path be clearer next time around? Do not give up. Shock everyone with your persistence and staying power, then shock them with your results the second time around. Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. There are no limits to the mind except those we acknowledge. Napoleon Hill believed there were no limits. Most of the greatest people in history refused to entertain the limits of the majority. If they did, they'd never have been great, and we'd perhaps never know they existed. Refuse to accept the limits of your family, friends, or society. If it's never been done before, believe you can be the first. If no one believes in you, be the one who starts. It is very clear that mindset is the greatest asset you can have if you want to do great things with your life. Develop that mindset. Believe in yourself and become unstoppable. The ladder of success is never crowded at the top. The ladder of success is never crowded at the top because most people settle. Most people settle before getting on the ladder. They settle in their job. They settle in their relationships. They settle in their health. They refuse to put in the effort at the start. And so their life, even just getting through the day, becomes a giant effort. Be one of the few who aren't afraid to take the harder path early on, so you can enjoy the easier path later in life. Keep climbing that ladder. And when you get to the top, see if you can inspire someone else to work their way up too. It takes half your life before you discover life is a do-it-yourself project. If you do not conquer self, you will be conquered by self. This life of yours is exactly that, yours. It's yours to create whatever you want of it. If you want a great body, that's your responsibility. If you want a great mindset, your responsibility. The government can tax you to the hills, but no one can tax your mind. That is always something you control. No one and no event can conquer you but yourself. Take care of your mind. There is nothing more important. Nurture it with positive thoughts, with teachings that help you grow, with anything and everything that makes you feel better, stronger as a human being. There is nothing more important. The way of success is the way of continuous pursuit of knowledge. Deliberately seek the company of people who influence you to think and act on building the life you desire. Education comes from within. You get it by struggle and effort and thought. No one ever got ahead by acting like they knew everything about everything. Be humble enough to know you don't know everything. Be curious enough to seek new knowledge everywhere you go, in books, in teaching, and in everyone you speak with. There's always something to learn from everyone. Surround yourself with mostly people that will either enhance your future or make you feel good in the present. You are the master of your destiny. You can influence, direct, and control your own environment. You can make your life what you want it to be. If you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way. Don't wait. The time will never be just right. Start where you stand and work with whatever tools you may have at your command. Better tools will be found as you go along.
Okay, awesome.
That was great.
All right.
Good one.
There we go. Awesome. Wasn't that great?
It was.
Those are all quotes from Napoleon Hill. And his book, Think and Grow Rich, it's really the #1 starting point. If someone hasn't read it, it's amazing. I read it a long time ago. And the idea is everything starts with the thoughts in your mind. Everything that we have, if you want to design a chair, that chair is going to start from the thought in your mind. Once you've got the thought, then you start building the actions behind it, and then you've got the chair, and it just has to show up. There's no way around it if you've got the thought in your head. So that really stuck with me for a long time. And reading that book is amazing. Think and Grow Rich, and it was written a long time ago. And to me, people think it's think and Grow Rich is about money. Think and Grow Rich is about money. To me, it's think and grow rich in your life. Whatever you want to do. It doesn't mean. I think when he wrote it, my impression when he wrote it that long ago, he wasn't thinking like money like they do now when they do motivational speeches. Yeah. So think and grow rich in your life. But what I got from that is. Your mindset is the greatest asset that you have. The ladder of success is never crowded at the top. That's very cool. Once you get there, you're amongst the very few. And we're really doing this project and this business to create an easier path later in life. That's why I'm doing it. I mean, to look a year down the road, 2 years down the road, and we've got everything started and growing, and then we can have an easier life. And the other cool thing, the other quote that was great is, life is a do-it-yourself project. That's what it is. It's yours to do, create whatever you want, and you are the master of your destiny. And do small things in a great way. If you can't do big things, so that's awesome. Cool.
I just got the book out, and I noticed.
Oh, cool, awesome.
It's a bit dusty because I haven't read it for a while.
Yeah, I want to read it again. I haven't read it maybe 10 years or something.
Yeah, I think I'm the same.
Yeah, and I've read a couple of his other books too. Not his ones, but Wallace D. Wallace. We can talk about that on another day, but Think and Grow Rich is really, and who has read it? Okay, cool. Brady's on the phone, and Kimberly is on pause, but that's cool. So everybody, I think that's a starting point for everybody. There's a bunch of books that are classics, and that's one of them. So that's cool.
I think you can break it down as well. A lot of what he was saying in that was about having a goal and a direction. And I think if you bring it to day-to-day activities, if you have a direction, if you have a goal, if you have something in sight, then every decision you make, every single decision either takes you away from or towards that goal. Mm-hmm. And that makes it really easy to then decide, well, do I want to do that or not? So that tends to break it down. It makes it a bit easier for me to sort of keep it simple.
Yeah, awesome. And I find self-sabotage is a real thing. So you're in your mind, you're going to make that chair, you're going to create this brand new chair, and there's something always pulling you away from that goal, that task. Yeah. You have to constantly readjusting your mind. Oh, I'll start next week. I'll start when this happens. I have to order this, whatever. There's always something. So you got to be constantly focused on that goal, like you're saying.
Or anything else, anything at all that will take you away from that goal. Mm-hmm. From stuff you probably learned when you were a 5-year-old kid. And
some things you don't even realize are taking you away. Oh, I'm not going to do a chair now. I'm going to build a sofa instead. there goes that goal originally of building the chair. So, and it relates to everything. It's crazy. Cool.
It does.
So how did we talked about yesterday a little bit about the Facebook strategy? I tried it out, the one that Tom brought up. It seems to work really well.
Yeah, I haven't seen the replay. I need to watch that.
Yeah, it works really well. It's just about creating a friends list in your Facebook account. And then you put the friends on that list, so they're targeted, they're on your list. Hey, you got my message, Brady, right? That's cool. I think we could really use that.
I'm not sure if you sent it to me or not, but I didn't get anything.
Okay, I'll try it. I think I did, Margaret, but I don't know what happens if you put people on the friends list after you do the post. So the way it works is, yeah, go ahead, Brady.
It didn't show up in a text message. It shows up in the timeline as a post.
Okay.
Yeah, but I went through, after you guys talked about it in the chat, like after the meeting, I checked and checked.
Okay.
I even went to my own personal page, and I didn't get anything.
Okay, I'm gonna send another one out today. I'll post the recording, do the same thing.
Yeah.
See if you get it. I'll try to get everybody that's on the group here. I think I have everything. Maybe not tomorrow. I'll see. I'll make sure everyone's on that list. So I got confused the first time. You create the friends list. You have a friends list, and then when you make a post on Facebook, you can choose. You want to send it to a specific group only. So that post is only getting seen by whoever's on that list, and that's pretty cool. I think it's cool. And I think the idea that when it came up in your what's it called, Brady, the where it tells you got messages or whatever,
there may be a good many things in existence.
Yeah, whatever alerts it is.
alerts
And
or whatever.
Maybe you have to have alerts turned on for you, just like when you go live. I don't know if that's true or not.
But it did show up in your timeline too, right, Brady?
Yeah, when I scrolled down on my sidebar, it's got little alerts on it. I found it way down, buried in some.
Yeah.
Because I don't open every one of them.
Right, and that's really the case. It's going to be some people don't look at all the posts, you know.
Right.
They just whatever. It's not like a messenger message where almost everybody sees that they have a message. Yeah, but we can test it and try it. I think Tom's been using it, and that's good. And I think it makes people feel exclusive because it says whatever it said on your thing there. It says you're part of an exclusive group that's getting this post or whatever, instead of just post it to everyone. But as you mentioned, it's a way to send messages or posts to people that you don't want to kind of do a spoiler alert. You don't want to send it to everybody. You just want to send it to the people you're just following up on and friends you like.
Under the radar, isn't it?
Yeah.
It showed up here on mine that says Don Strice shared a post with you and a selection of his other friends.
Yeah, right. Cool. A selection, an exclusive selection of your other friends.
Chosen ones.
You feel important. Cool. And how's everything else going? How's it going with your reach outs, Margaret?
I did it later yesterday. I'm still not getting anything, but I've gone back from Mark's script to using my own. So I actually woke up this morning and was thinking, okay, this is the first day I really thought I don't want to do this today, because now I kind of have to come up with my own script. I mean, I can still follow Mark's, but it was so easy when all you were doing was copying, pasting. And now, oh my God, I got to think a bit. So today was kind of the first day I thought, oh, do I really want to do this every day? But it's like you said, Don, your head comes up.
Self-sabotage.
Yeah.
Well, don't feel bad, because I self-sabotage myself. And it wasn't really no excuses. I could find time to do it. I got to the point, I think I went through 13 people, not one response, 3 blocks. The other people are just sitting there watching. I can see that they've seen the message. 2 days ago, I had so much going on in this house over here. I just didn't even do it. I got tired of people watching. I mean, it's gonna go nowhere. I'm going to redo my videos and my script. Use Mark as a basis, but I'm going to redo it and go more towards a lighter approach and a product approach instead of the hardcore join a team. I mean, I think that cuts out 95% of the people, because they see that and they think, I'm not getting into sales and I don't want to build a team. So go the other approach for product. I'm going to try that for a while.
And I think I like the idea of these customized posts. Like Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait a week and then I'm gonna put maybe 1 week or 2 weeks of people that I sent messages to, and I'm gonna start sharing testimonials only. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send out once every 3 weeks or something. I'll sort of, I guess I'll kind of like make another spreadsheet and just say, okay, for the week of October the 1st to the 14th, I'll send out testimonial, a different, one for paying, whatever, different testimonials every 2 or 3 weeks. And that's all I'm gonna do. And if people unfriend me, that's fine. But I'll also put in the comments, I'll put in a link to my site, and then, hopefully somebody will see, oh, yeah, I've been in pain the last 2 weeks and I read that post. I'm gonna go see what it is again. That's all.
Yeah.
I think another part of doing this, and not anything against Mark, but this is set up when you're following Mark's script and his videos. Now I redid my 3 last videos. I took his sound out. I reproduced it with mine because the video itself is good. It's really hard to shoot that and talk.
That was
So you
awesome.
have to
Brady.
redo it. But to use his name to go to his site, his story, and tell somebody else, well, this is my mentor. I don't know if that goes over real well. You almost have to redo. If you're going to use an automated type system, it has to be done in you.
Yeah.
People have to be seeing you. They have to see your story up front. And then the other videos are fine. But even those I've re-recorded. And on his story, I'm going to take the first half out, or first third, where it's got him and his website. I'll put me and my website. The second half, I can just reword it over the video.
Yeah.
And the other videos are fine, basically, because you don't see Mark.
That's
And
what
if
I'm
you hear
doing.
him,
Right, and that's what you did, Eugene, right, with yours. It turned out
Yeah.
awesome. Yep.
Oh, you have done that? Did you build a funnel out of it?
Yeah. That completely replicated his page on a page
Oh,
builder.
that's right. I did see yours. Yeah.
Yeah, and you just basically used the video, or all of the video, or some of the
No, I
video?
didn't use his video at all. I did my own. I just
Oh,
got
right,
clips
okay.
similar to him.
Okay,
made
I
my
thought what
own.
you did was you used a lot of the video clips and did
No.
your voiceover top.
And I made the 3 videos that Brady copied and just changed the audio. I made my own.
Right, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I think we got, my kind of thoughts is, Mark is a master online marketer, social media. And I really think this system that he built and that we're starting with, its main focus is to generate leads and people online, like from strangers. And nobody's really mastered that yet, I feel, in the
Right.
whole MLM world or network marketing or any online world, is to design a system that can just bring people in and get people coming on board, and that's what that is a master for.
Now,
And
all
what-
of it will work, but it really has to be done for yourself.
And
It
what
can't
I-
be, you can't be the third party doing this. You have to
Right.
be the person up front on each one. But if you rebuild his system, it would probably work perfect.
Right.
What
but
I've done
you-
as well.
Okay,
is-
go ahead, Eugene.
Sorry, do you know the way he drops the link? I don't drop the link because people don't like that. I ask permission. Do you want to watch a 7-minute video?
Yeah.
I just don't drop the link because that's spamming. I know
Yeah,
Mark
that's
likes spamming,
another
but
thing. Mark's approach is just a blast,
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Yeah.
If you got 250,000 followers, you can
Yeah.
you can drop a few. Who
Just a
cares?
blast. And it's kind of you're giving everybody all they need right away. Bang. That's
Plus,
it.
people know him for years, even if they haven't followed him. They know his face and they know about him. So they're going to react differently to us. Like, who fucking knows us? Yeah, some people might know us because they've been in different things of Mark's, but a complete stranger doesn't know us from a bar of
That's
soap.
why last week when Mark put Onyx Cole on, and she went to the top of the chart in 18 weeks.
Yeah.
People have to stop and think. All her followers have been following her when she went in her other company, made the $1 million or multi-million dollars, made 5 people. I mean, that type of person, all they have to do is join a new company and go, hey, Don, I joined this company. I think you should do it. Don's going to say, well, what the hell? She did it once. She's going to do it again. Of course, I'm going to follow her. Whereas if I go to Don, Don's going to say, well, who the hell are you and what have you done? So people have to stop and think about that and not compare. I mean, they have to do what she did, but don't expect ever to get the results that she got, because her, like Mark, they have all these followers, and like Brady says, we don't.
Well,
And
that's
we may
the
have a big following, but they don't trust us yet.
that's the flip side of MLM, and where
Yeah.
people come in with this big vision, big dream. They're going to make money because they see people like that, but they don't really understand. She's got a
back end.
following. You know, you got to
Yeah.
build your following first. But if you use the strategies and the tools properly, you can do that. It's not a get rich quick deal. You've got to work at it.
It's
Yeah.
the same when you see people on TikTok, they all of a sudden get 160,000 followers. That's because of 160,000 followers on Instagram, and they're just bringing them, they're just dropping a
Yeah.
link on Instagram, join me on TikTok, and all of a sudden,
it.
boom, they're an influencer on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I like a little bit about using the Mark's approach. Mark does have that credibility.
Yeah.
That's why I like, I've kind of got a different approach. I'm edifying Mark that we're working together, and he's an expert. He's a known expert. His 6-minute video portrays that, right? And that gives that credibility. So I'm working with this team, everybody here and Mark. We're a team. We meet all the time, and we have trainings, and that gives the credibility when you send somebody there. So my videos, personal videos, are just edifying that Mark's 6-minute what do I do scripts. And the thing I like about that is nobody feels they have to create their own video. That's my thinking. That's all they have to do is share their replicated link.
Yeah, that's true.
And send them there right away. They can start on day one, and then they can just, if they want, they can create their own little phone clip there, like we're doing 1-minute clip on the phone saying, hey, this is Mark, we're working on this new business, can you watch this 6-minute video? That's
I'm
it.
not sure what Jan's talking about. You can't send videos on LinkedIn. I just sent them one.
Okay.
You can do it on the phone if you hit plus. There's a plus thing in the messenger, and then you go to video and you upload it, go into your.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you have to do it from mobile though.
Yeah, you can't do it from a desktop.
Yeah, I'm focused on Facebook at the moment, and I want to switch over to focusing on LinkedIn. And Jan has a lot of followers on LinkedIn. That's why he's focused on it. Yeah. So, and I think LinkedIn's a totally different approach, and as far as I feel, it's, Facebook is social. Don't pitch business, and LinkedIn is pitch business right away. is what I'm thinking. Yeah, so that's cool. And I got about 5 people on my list yesterday, that new contacts. I like the idea of bringing in a complete stranger or 2 every day, just to see how that flow works. So it's somebody that sent me a friend request, somebody that liked one of my posts. Somebody liked my post on the LifeWave site, the one that we did on the Facebook page. Hey, I'm 2 people. One, I've got a pretty good prospect that is going to probably come on board from that, and the second is just a like. Wow, thanks for the like. Open up a conversation.
Yeah, I got one yesterday, and I noticed that I hadn't seen before. I had 4 or 5 likes on one of my posts in the LifeWave.
Yeah.
So I went ahead and messaged each one of those yesterday. I haven't got a response back. Maybe they already belong to LifeWave. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. I come out right out. I come right out and ask the question if they post. I say, have you tried the patches, or you want, whatever. Come right out and say that. Have you tried it? That way they'll say, yeah, I'm already in there. And it's hard to tell because a lot of us posted on each other's posts. So it's like.
I better go and have a look.
Yeah, go and take a look because you're on there too, right?
Yeah.
And I love that testimonial reel we did. Now it looks like, looking back, it's like a moment in time, you know? It all kind of came together in an hour or two, but now it's like this moment in time or this day in time that we did. Pretty cool. It turned out really well. You still go back and look at it now and you think, wow, it's pretty good. Yeah, cool.
I'm going to ask you something, Don. It's nothing to do with business. What's that white thing on your wall? Just curious.
The white thing where?
It's like, it looks like a whole lot of mailboxes on your wall.
Here?
Yes,
Here?
over that side. Yes.
I don't know if you're seeing what I'm seeing, but yeah, that's just a wall hanging,
All right.
like a carpet, but it's all these Mexican,
All right. Good.
I don't know, what is it? Like symbols,
Like Aztec.
Aztec symbols, like bowls and yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in my kitchen today. I don't know why. It just seems to work for me.
And is your whole thing all open planned? Is there no doors?
I've
or
got the
anything to it?
view out here.
All right. So you just look straight out to the ocean?
Yeah, can I turn it
Nice.
around?
Ah. Wow.
Yeah, it's a little bit blown out, but
I know. I get what you mean.
that's ocean view right there. And today was the start of the Bisbee tournament, or not the start, second day. And Bisbee is the largest fishing, or the largest fishing tournament in the world. It's black and blue marlin. It started yesterday.
All
They'll
right.
come back with 200 pounds or 250 pounds to qualify for prizes. And it's $10 million US in prize money.
Wow.
What?
They have it every year. Yeah.
Crap.
It's to enter is, I should get a promotional thing for this, but to enter is 5,000 minimum to get in per boat. And then I think, don't quote me on it. And then if you want to enter all the categories, because it depends on what categories you enter, it's $73,000 entry fee.
Is Cabo like one of the rich places of Mexico? Is it for?
Yeah, it's like a Hollywood of Mexico, really. All the Hollywood stars come down here. People come down here every year for this fishing tournament. It's really awesome. There's over 140 boats this year, I think. And the cool thing is, so I watch them from here, 8 a.m. shotgun start, 140 boats out there. It's cool to watch. They all go in a different direction. You know, how they all have their plan. Most go like up the Sea of Cortez, because that's the Sea of Cortez, and then on the other side is the Pacific Ocean. So some go towards the Pacific, some go straight out, some go to. I'll post a video maybe.
Hard break coming up.
Yeah, hard break coming up. So
I bet that's pretty impressive.
Do they speak English in Mexico? Yeah.
yeah, it's like there's a lot of U.S.
All right.
people living here and from around the world, and also from Canada.
So there's not a huge language barrier.
No, but a lot of people don't speak English because they didn't learn English in
Yeah,
school.
yeah.
Anyway, our minute warning.
All right.
That's cool. Today was awesome.
Yep.
It's great to see
Thanks.
everybody, and have an awesome day. We'll say goodbye, and
Bye, Kimberly.
yeah, bye,
Bye,
Kimberly.
Mark.
Well,
Bye,
Bye.
Mark.
see you guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye,
Awesome.
Love,
Okay.
boat.
Bye.
Love boat.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, see you, Kimberly.